Hey everyone! As a max level demon main, I've experienced so many matches where survivors either unknowingly made huge mistakes, or just didn't know how to play correctly, which sabotages everyone else on the team and leads to frustration and, in some cases, rage quitting. With these survivor tips today, I'm going to tell you the biggest do's and don'ts from my personal experiences that should prepare you to take on experienced demon players. Number 1. Unless you're playing this with friends and you've devised a strategy ahead of time, or your whole team is communicating by mic, never split the party. While it sounds tempting, having one group distracting the demon while the other searches for pages, or having two teams try and collect the dagger and book at the same time, the demon is immediately at an advantage against the smaller group. Not only that, but the demon gains a lot of XP from damaging, downing, and killing survivors. Even if one of your objectives succeeds, chances are the demon has just gained a huge level boost, and your other objectives will be much more difficult later on. Again, an experienced team with constant communication could pull this off, but I've only seen it resulting in a loss, even if not right away. Number 2. Never drive cars, fire guns, or let your sanity meter build up too high until the demon has already found you. The demon starts the match with literally no idea where you are in this huge open map, but all of these things immediately reveal your location no matter how far away you are. Keeping a low profile for as long as possible starves the demon of XP, since most of its levels come from attacking and trapping survivors, which means that defending the objectives after finding all 3 pages will be so much easier for you. Number 3. This is a pretty simple one, but I was surprised at how many people seemingly didn't notice this. In the first phase of the game, the locations of each objective are shown at the top right of your screen. All you have to do is open your map and place a waypoint in that area to find your way around. Too many times, I've seen survivors wandering aimlessly, searching for the first page, when they could have found all 3 by then, and speed is very important in this game. Speaking of speed, we're moving right into number 4, never stay in one place too long. The demon player has access to a myriad of trap locations and summons, plus a quickly regenerating energy bar later in the match, so staying in one place just lets them constantly throw more and more at you until you're completely overwhelmed. This directly leads into tip number 5, which is to pick your battles. The demon is constantly growing in power just from attacking you and placing traps. So no matter how well you're doing in fights, the demon is the only one benefiting. I've seen too many teams fail because they stay in one place constantly fighting enemies I'm throwing at them, which lets me litter the entire area with traps over and over again. All this does is stop you from completing objectives and give the demon an exponential power boost. Sometimes it's best to just get in the car and leave. 6. Diverse team composition is important. Don't just go locking in your favorite character right off the bat, especially if there's already someone wanting to use that same class. Remember that your teammates can see the character you have highlighted, as well as their level, so you can use this to communicate who has the better stats with any given character or class. This also means that you shouldn't be putting all of your points into only one survivor. Try to diversify your leveling after unlocking the first main buff for a character. Number 7. Always mark chests for your teammates. Chests drop pink F, which is the only way to level up your character through a match. This substance is dropped for everyone individually, so there's no reason to try and hoard it. This substance is essential for late game combat, and an underleveled team doesn't stand a chance against a late game demon. Number 8. Put points into your stamina early on, both in your permanent unlocks and in match leveling. Dodging is one of the most useful abilities at your disposal, especially when the demon brings out a boss unit. Speccing at least a few points into stamina, along with using perks that decrease the stamina cost of dodging, can make a huge difference in survivability. This won't save you if you're fighting an army on your own, but a full team of survivors with a lot of dodges can decimate boss units without taking too many hits between them, which is even further amplified with the support abilities from your teammates. It's tempting to put everything into raw damage right away, but later in the match, it's your stamina that will really save you. Speaking of dodging, number 9 is a very specific but insanely useful trick that a lot of people don't utilize. No matter what enemy unit you're fighting, all of them have a long cooldown at the end of their attack combo. Dodging the last hit of this combo gives you a lot of time to either get away or hit back, since they can't even move during this time. Always save enough stamina to dodge the last hit if you want to take full advantage of the situation. This also prevents bosses from completely destroying your health bar if they're focusing only on you, and it stops Evil Ash from using a dodge at the end of his combo to chain infinitely, since that depends on the last attack hitting. And finally, we've got number 10. Ping and listen to your teammates' pings. If you don't all have mics to constantly communicate, the ping system is an extremely useful tool, even if it's not completely apparent at first. You can highlight chests, weapons, and healing items, you can show your team where the next objective is, and you can let your team know if you need help at your location. Help will only come, however, if everyone is actually paying attention to when and where these pings happen. So stay on the lookout and assess the situation if someone places a marker. They could be in serious danger.
Heads up. Look at this.
There we go, that was 10 essential survivor tips that will keep you alive a lot longer, and stop you from sabotaging your own team. If this helped you at all, please like the video and subscribe to my channel to give a little help right back. Every person makes a huge difference when fighting the demon that is YouTube's algorithm. I'll also be making a tips video for the demon side, so look forward to that coming up soon, and hit the little bell icon so you're notified when it goes up. If you want to see me outside of YouTube, I also have a Twitch channel, misspelled Moose, and you can also find me on Twitter under the same name. I also have a Patreon. It's just $1 a month to support my work, and your name will be featured in every video. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.